Look at that. I have so many palettes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, my voice is kind of gone. And I've been gone for a while, which I do apologize. I've just been really sick. And with Thanksgiving that came, I went to Boston and I visited some family. So I'm back. I'm starting to finally feel better. And it's currently about to be 1 in the morning. It's 12:50. And I'm filming this now. Ugh. It's really late, but I really wanted to film. It feels like I haven't filmed in a long time, so I'm really just ready to get back in the groove and start making videos again for you guys. So today's video, I will be doing my eyeshadow palette collection, and there are a lot of palettes. I didn't even realize I had this many palettes. I was cleaning up my makeup room and I found a whole other bunch that were like in traveling bags that I haven't even unpacked from like months ago. So I'm really happy that I was able to find them, and now I can play with them again. So let's just get right into it. So I have a big bucket next to me, and I have some palettes in front of me. So I'm just gonna get right to it, like I said. Oh, what is that? Okay, so the first palette I got is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And this one, when it first came out, I was like, I remember I made a big scene about getting it. Still smells good, but honestly, I've probably used it like once or twice. I'm not even sure if I want to keep it. I mean, the colors that I really do like are peaches and cream over here. I like Georgia and this brown one down here, but I don't really use it, so I don't know if I should keep it. Next, I have, of course, the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. This is the old one. I wish she first released the one that had the easy cleanup packaging, but it's still an amazing palette. I do use it. It doesn't look like I've used it a lot, but I love this shade up here. I use it in my crease. It's a perfect crease color, but this is perfect for everyday wear and smoking things out, or if you're going out. I highly recommend this palette. I love it, and it's really affordable. Next, I had the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, and this palette I absolutely love. I have used a little bit of it. You're gonna be like, Erica, you don't even use your palettes, but I just get really terrified of hitting pan on them. I love palettes so much that I cherish them as much as I can, and I try not to hit pan on them, because once they're gone, and especially if they're limited edition, it breaks my heart to think that I can't get it again. So I gently use all my palettes. This one, again, I love. If you saw, I have a tutorial on this. I have a lot of tutorials on most of these palettes, so I'll try and link them down below for you guys. But love this palette. Really love this palette. Also, the Huda Beauties, I picked these up. If you saw my last video, my VIB sale haul, I got the Smoky Obsessions and the Warm Browns Obsessions. These, I did take them traveling with me when I went to Boston. I haven't used this one yet. I haven't dipped into this one, but I did use the Warm Browns Obsessions one, and I absolutely love this. The pigment, so nice. They blend so nice on my eyes, and this one, the only glitter shade on here is just to die for. Look at that. I'm just obsessed. I have makeup wipes here because I do plan on swatching some amazing colors. Oh, is this my last wipe in here? It's my last wipe in there. So, try and make that last. So the next palette that I have is my Only Makeup Geek palette. This is the collaboration with Manny MUA, and I love this palette so much. Ooh. I actually lost it for a while, and I couldn't figure out. Oh, it just broke a little bit because I've used it so much. But it's so pretty. I have this chunk here, so I'm just going to swatch that color. Look at it. Oh, it just disintegrated. But it's so pretty. I absolutely love this color. That one is in Aphrodite. But this collection came out last year, the beginning of last year, if I'm correct. I may be wrong. But it's one of my favorite collaboration palettes. And I just dirtied everything in front of me with that shadow. So much for trying to save that makeup wipe. But this palette is amazing. I really love this one, and it was worth the money. I almost did get it back up, but I'm kind of upset I didn't because I really love this palette. Another one I found is the Tarte Pro palette. This one, when I got it, I swore by it, but I actually don't even reach for it anymore. But it has some nice shades. I loved how it's mostly matte, and then it has all these shimmer shades on the side. This one kind of reminds me of the one in the Manny MUA. I'm going to swatch all the shimmer shades for you guys to see. But I love Tarte eyeshadows. I love them very much. They're very nice and creamy and pigmented. Those are the 4 glitters, but I highly recommend Tarte shadows if you're beginning because they're really easy to work with. So for Julius Place, I have 3 palettes from them. I've done a tutorial when I first started this channel. This is the Masquerade palette, and this one I absolutely love. I think she doesn't have the big ones anymore. She may still have some, but she now has a mini palette, which I more recommend the mini palette, but her pigmentations are amazing. I love this. This is kind of like an indie brand, but I swear by them. They're amazing. This one's perfect. This is like the perfect palette for bright pigmented shadows. I also did pick up during her Black Friday sale 2 more eyeshadow palettes. This one's the Zulu, and this one's the Saharian palette. Saharian 2. So this one's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes actually. I'm wearing, she doesn't even have, oh, she does have names on them. So I'm wearing Taza, Zora, and Nomad. Just those 3 on my eyelids, and then Fez on my lower lash line. Oh, do I have something? No. But I absolutely love this. If you guys saw my Sephora VIB sale, I did pick up the Natasha Denona palette, but I actually ended up returning it. It just wasn't worth it to me anymore because the shadows kept falling out. But when I looked at this palette and the Natasha Denona, it basically had the same colors. If you recall my last video, this kind of, one of these 2, I forgot which one, reminded me of the matte shade in that palette. And then it has the blue, it has like the dark bronze, and then the golden. But I'm going to go ahead and swatch. These are light swatches that I'm doing. And I'll do this one. Look at that. It's literally the Natasha Denona palette. And it's so much more affordable. I think I only paid $21 or $17, and that was a Black Friday sale, but it's a couple bucks more, and it's completely worth it. The pans are huge, as you see, and you just can't go wrong with this palette. The other palette that I picked up during the Black Friday sale, again, is a Zulu, and this one is just, look at the colors. I am obsessed. I haven't used this one yet, but these are beautiful colors. This yellow, I don't really have a yellow like this. It's orange, and then these shimmery shades. I'm just obsessed. Look at this. This is beautiful. Probably should have been more organized with this and done it by palettes that I have by the brands, but I spoke about my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. These are other palettes that I have by Too Faced. This is the Power of Makeup by Nikki Tutorials. I absolutely love this palette. It's funny because I first purchased it and I ended up returning it, but then I went back and bought it because I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I love how it brings 2 blushes, this Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and then this highlight. I don't really use this highlight, maybe for an inner corner highlight, but I love this. I just love this palette. It smells good. But I love the Frosted Yum. I don't really have a silver like it. Probably from the Huda Beauty Smoky palette. That's what I would assume, but very nice. I really like that. And I got last Christmas or 2 years ago, I'm not sure, I got the Too Faced mini holiday palettes. It came with 3. I ended up giving 2 of them to my little cousin during Thanksgiving break, and I kept 1. I kept the latte one, and it smells really good, and I couldn't give this one away. Oh, I just got my lipstick on it. But I couldn't give this one away because this green was calling my name. It's the Central Perk, and then also the Egg Latte and the Cold Brew down here. This one just, oh my god, that is gorgeous. I mean, it's not really pigmented, but it has a nice little shimmer to it, which it actually reminds me of the Natasha Denona gray brown top coat, but of course in a powder form, and I just couldn't give it away. And then the last eyeshadow palette that I have is Too Faced, which I got this when I think HSN was doing like a big bundle for the semi-sweet chocolate bar. This is the Too Faced semi-sweet chocolate bar. This one I don't reach for at all. Honestly, I think I used it maybe once or twice. I might be giving this one away. It just doesn't call for me. It's kind of bland. So, next I have my Morphe palettes. I have the famous 35O. This one, I think this was one of my very first purchases of palette, and I absolutely love it. It has all the browns that you would need, all the warm tones. This orange is amazing, and I actually use some of the shimmer ones for highlight, and I highly recommend this one if you're looking for Morphe palettes. I also have the Morphe 35B, and I purchased this for color because I needed more of a colorful palette. This has amazing colors. They're not really as pigmented as I thought they would be, but they're still good. You just really need to work with them. But these blues, I'm just going to swatch some. So I'm going to swatch this blue, purple, this one, and this one. Look at that. I didn't swatch anything on my pinky, I don't know why, but those are really pretty. Yeah, you see the yellow is not that pigmented, you just have to work with it. The purple does seem a little bit chalky, but with some eyeshadow brushes, it would blend out really good. Okay, and then my last Morphe palette is the Morphe 39A. This one is just amazing. This is the size of a laptop. It's covering like my whole screen, but it's so pretty. Look at this. This just came out for the holiday collection. I'm not sure if it's permanent, but I highly recommend that you purchase this. Like, it has all these amazing like neutral colors that I actually even use for bronzing as well and contour, and then they're just so pigmented. This is everything you'll ever need, and it's only, I'm pretty sure, $32. I'm just in love with this. This is perfect. I actually did my family's makeup during Thanksgiving, and I only use this palette for everyone. Like, I kind of use like this side for one family member, this side for one family member, this side for one family member. So I was able to create different looks for everybody with just one palette. So if you're a makeup artist or traveling, it's not obviously very travel friendly, but it has all the colors that I think you'll need if you're a makeup artist. Okay, I also already spoke about Tarte with the Tarteist Pro, but I also have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. This one I got in a Boxycharm box, and I wouldn't personally buy this on my own, but I'm glad that I did get it in the Boxycharm because they're very nicely pigmented. It's just, they feel like cushiony. They're not even like powdery. It's the weirdest thing ever, but it's nice, very neutral. I mean, I will probably give this away. I don't really see myself reaching for it. I think I've used it once and I liked it. It's just not for me. So this one's a staple in my collection. It's the Tarte In Bloom. I absolutely love this. I did do some tutorials in my channels when I first started on this, and it's just perfect. I love the way it smells so good. I think Tarte has like the best smelling eyeshadows ever. They blend so easily, and the pigmentation on them are amazing. And I just really, really love the Tarte In Bloom palette. I highly recommend this one. Next is the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. This one, the blue broke on it, but I really love this palette. I did do a quick Instagram, like, my first makeup video I think was with this one on Instagram, and I really, really love this palette. It's perfect for fall. It just screams fall to me, and I think he really nailed it with this one. The pigmentations are amazing, and this orange color is just, it's just so nice. It's like perfect. But I really love that eyeshadow palette. The Beauty Killer did not call my name, but this one did, and I purchased it right away and love it. Another palette is the Carli Bel Deluxe Edition. I did have her very first one, which was a small one, but since I already had this one and it had the same eyeshadows, I gave it to my mom. So she has that one, but I kept this one. This one has the same as the first one, but she added more eyeshadows and I think some more highlights to it. I really love this one. It's very, very affordable, and the highlights are just So creamy, so pigmented, and the eyeshadows as well. I just love this. It's perfect for traveling as well. It's pretty big, but I really love it. Those are the highlights. They just melt onto your skin, and I love them. Next, I'm just gonna quickly go through the other palettes that I got through Boxycharm. Boxycharm I highly recommend because I've gotten so many different makeup stuff from them that I would have never purchased, but I'm glad that they sent them to me because I actually fell in love with them. So one of the ones that they sent is the Soiree Diaries from Cosmetics. This one is so pretty. It's neutrals. I obviously don't need it because, as you've seen, I have a lot of these colors already, but I love it. The pigmentation is really nice, and this one, I love this one. It's a nice dark one. Very beautiful. And again, like I've said a million times in this video, I like it. So two more palettes I received from Boxycharm is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. One's like a purple one, and then one's like a natural one. They don't really have names. I don't see names on them, but they're really nice. I do like them. I don't use them as much as I should, so I don't know if I'll keep them, but I really like them. In this month's Boxycharm for November, not this month because now it's December, but we got the Winky Luxe Kitten palette. This one was really pretty. I was actually thinking about giving it away, but this color right here, I don't have anything like it, and I absolutely fell in love with it that I was like, I'm just keeping the whole palette. And this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. It's like pink, but it has like a purplish blue reflective in it, and I don't, like I said, I don't have anything like it, so I had to keep it. I kept the whole palette just for this. And they have really cute names like Purr, Cat Eye, 9 Lives, Holographic. Well, Holographic's not really cute, but Boots, and it's really cute. The packaging's so cute. Look at the cats on it. We got these 3 mini palettes from Boxycharm. This is the EnunezBeauty palette, if I can get it open. Yeah, so this one's pretty. It just has some basic shades in them. Has a nice highlight shade, a nice shimmery shade, and a nice brown matte shade. I also got the Naked Cosmetics from them. This one, I've used it only once. I don't really use it, so that will probably be given away. And then I also got the Blink Electric Eyes palette. This one, they're very pigmented. You can also use these as highlights, and I really like this one. Should use it more. So I did a whole review on this one, and it's still dirty. Look how dirty this looks. And I've only used it like twice. But this is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy eyeshadow. This is limited edition, but I love it so much. And ow, I just clipped my skin in it. But I really like it. I'm not sure if it's still in stock by now, but if it is, I recommend you get it. And I'll link the video of my review down below so you can go see it. Reaching in here, I found another Tarte palette. This is the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. When I first got it, I was in love with this palette, but honestly now I don't even reach for it. It has great, of course, all Tarte Cosmetics eyeshadows, great pigmentation. This one smells amazing, but I don't use it anymore. I used to be in love with it, but this highlight that it brings is just way too chunky. This bronzer has glitter in it, and it's just not the right color for my skin tone. And this blush is just has glitter in it. Everything has glitter in it, I feel like. And I didn't use these 3. I mostly used it for the eyeshadows. The eyeshadows were good, but I don't use it anymore. I used to be obsessed. This is a Dose of Colors palette. This is a Hidden Treasure palette. It was limited edition. It came back recently, which I'm really glad they did, and I was able to pick it up. It's also on Ulta, I think, as well. But it's so pretty. These foiled eyeshadows are just to die for. So this is Ruby. This is Diamond. I'm not sure why that one's called Diamond when it's not even like diamond colored. It's more like a copper. But these are them. I don't know why I just opened my hands. But here you'll see that they are just, look at that. They're just so foiled, so pigmented. They're absolutely beautiful. And if you can, pick them up because they are to die for. The mattes are really good as well. I just don't like how it's displayed in this palette. They're just all over the place. Like, you definitely could have organized this better, and there's just unnecessary room in them. Like, look at all this space right here and like over here. I just don't like that, but I like the quality. The Anasazi Beverly Hills palette collection, I have 3. I have the Subculture palette, which I did a review and tutorial on it. This one was very controversial when it came out, but I had a good experience with it. I love them. I don't feel like they were that powdery for me. They are powdery, but not as crazy as I feel like I saw everyone else have. But I love this palette. I wish I used it more because these are more fall colors, but I'm still going to use it even if it's winter or summer or spring. I really, really do love this palette. Another one I have is a staple in every makeup artist collection is the Modern Renaissance palette. This one, the colors are just amazing and to die for. The quality and the pigment are just amazing, and I feel like everyone just loves this palette. This palette can do no wrong, so I really do recommend this palette. And the last one I have, which is my very first Anastasia palette, is the Anastasia Self-Made palette. This one is no longer available, I'm pretty sure, but I really, really do love this palette. I loved the pink champagne color, the treasure color, the hot and cold, and hot chocolate and sherbet. I just really loved this palette, and I wish she came back with it so you guys could get it if you don't have it. So Anastasia, you're probably not going to watch my videos, but restock this one. I really love this one. Now for Colourpop, I have this little quad. It doesn't have the name, which I'm really upset. This is when they first launched their powdered eyeshadows. This is when they first launched their eyeshadow little things, but this one doesn't have the name, but this was the most peachiest pinkish color quad. I really loved the pigmentation on these. I also did a tutorial on this, and I really like this. I just wish they had the name. But now they do come up with little eyeshadow palettes, and they have name. This one is called Yes Please, and this one, they're very powdery, but as you can see, it looks like I've been like tearing into it, but I really do love this one. The quality was amazing. The quality is amazing, and it's very, very, very affordable. The eyeshadow pans are really small, probably the size of a quarter, but I really do love it. This one I think is only $20, and I love it. Next, I have the Kylie's Diary. This one came out, I think, this year for her Valentine's Day collection. I think I only used it like twice, and I want to use it more. This one comes with blushes. This one's just way too pink for me, but I really like orange blushes on me and for my skin tone, but her quality is not that bad. I'm not that crazy about the glitter in here, but the mattes are not bad. But this one, I just don't reach for it as much. The next one I have is the Dose of Colors. This is the Katie and Desi collection, which I don't think it's no longer in stock, but I really love this. It's just like, it's not your everyday palette, or if you're going to travel, I do recommend this with just like an all matte palette. So maybe like the Tarte In Bloom, and then this, because these are like amazing. This is just, I love how it's also named after their dogs, but look at those. These are just amazing. I want to create more looks with this, but since it's like out of stock, I feel bad doing more looks on this and you guys not being able to purchase it. But I think 2 of these you do have to use with water, but they're really nice. This blue shade, I want to use it. It's like a blue gray with like purple undertone. I really loved it. They did really, really good with that palette, and if you have it, you're lucky. Okay, so I just ran to like my bedroom because I remembered I had this. This was probably my first or second eyeshadow purchase when I was first starting to get into makeup. I bought this because I wanted color, and I thought this was perfect, and I was so excited when I received it. And this is the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum eyeshadow palette. So this eyeshadow palette, it's not pigmented. I don't like it at all. Obviously, when I first started with makeup, I thought it was amazing, but I just don't like Urban Decay shadow formulas. They just are not pigmented. I just don't like them. They don't do anything to me. So this one I will probably give away. It's like barely used. I did have the Urban Decay, I think Naked 3, the rose gold looking one, and that one, the pigmentation was just not wowing me, and I actually gave it to a coworker. And you would think after those two palettes I would learn my lesson, but no, I actually ended up purchasing the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, which I purchased this before I got any of my other colorful palettes that I showed before. So I actually ended up purchasing this one because of the amazing colors in it. Look at that. That is beautiful. But just like the other Urban Decay palettes that I had or have, the pigmentation is just not amazing. They don't call out to me, and oh, there goes the brush. I'm very disappointed. Obviously, I will not be purchasing any more Urban Decay palettes. They just don't surprise me or do anything to me. The last thing that I have is just, I probably should have done this with the Boxycharm, but it was at the very bottom hidden under all the palettes. This is a Z palette with Boxycharm, and they gave me two little eyeshadows. I think these are actually the Kylie ones, so I may have that all confused. I do apologize. I think two of them that are in the Kylie diary are actually the ones that I was given. I know I was given, actually it was these two. So these two in the Kylie palettes, because you can pop these out, they're magnetic, are the ones that I received in the Boxycharm with the Z palette, and then these two in here are from the Kylie eyeshadows. These are actually from Makeup Geek, if I'm correct, and I haven't tried them, so I can't really give my opinion on them, but I did also receive those. Okay guys, so that is my eyeshadow palette collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments if you want to see more of my makeup collection, like my lipstick collection or my highlight collection. I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. And also make sure you are subscribed, because I will be doing a giveaway for you guys for the holidays to say my thanks for your support. It just goes unnoticed, and I feel so blessed to have this many subscribers in the short amount of time that I've started my YouTube channel. So I'm very thankful, and I want to give my thanks to you guys. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.